Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Your Football Show. And today we're going to be talking about something hot off the press. Breaking news is that Newcastle United midfielder Tonali has found himself in hot water once again. After serving a 10-month ban for betting offences during his time with AC Milan, Tonali is now facing an extra 50 charges from the FA for allegedly breaching their betting rules during the current season with Newcastle United. It seems that his penchant for placing bets has caught up with him, and the FA is taking these allegations very, very seriously. The alleged breaches occurred between August the 12th, 23 and October of the same year. And lest we forget, Tonali already knew and was already facing charges and imposed on a ban, but still continued to bet whilst in English football. And it just shows and seems that his previous ban for betting offences whilst playing in Italy seems to have had no effect at all, no deterrent effect, and the FA is now taking further action against him. The FIGC, which is the Italian Football Federation, originally came to an agreement, if you like, an out-of-court agreement with Tonali due to his compliance with the proceedings. I dare say, in my opinion, due to him continuously flaunting the rules after the fact, that the FA will not do that. And I feel the FA will come down on him like a ton of bricks. Now, of course, at this moment in time, it is only claimed that he's bet on these football matches, but it's more than likely going to see court proceedings and a further ban. And it is a direct violation of FA Rule E8. So what are the potential consequences that Tonali may face? You'd think he's definitely going to get an extension on his current ban. Obviously, he had a 10-month ban for betting offences while playing in Italy with Brescia and AC Milan. And I would imagine they're going to increase that. There's no way that he just receives a slap on the wrist because his offences came after the fact. There will be fines as well. The FA has the authority to impose financial penalties on players who violate their rules. He received a nominal fine, really, when you consider footballers' wages, and I'd imagine it'll be something similar. But I think the big one here is reputation damage, really, for Tonali, the player. I know he clearly has problems, but whilst under him, look, one of his stipulations from the original ban was for him to go and get support, I'd assume through GA. I do have some sympathy with him. But knowing all this and still proceeding to bet, it genuinely doesn't seem like he's learnt his lesson. What does that do now for Newcastle? I mean, let's say, for example, he doesn't come back from this. I think he will, but let's say he doesn't. Like, this transfer is so bad, and it promised to be so much because Tonali is a fantastic footballer. And for Newcastle to get a player of his quality for the price they did, and his age and his potential was insane, but it now is tarnished. And you'd imagine it's definitely going to hurt him in the pocket as well, not just from a fine from the FA, but loss of wages, and also any sponsorships or endorsements now are not going to come Tonali's way. Now, of course, there will be some out there that don't agree that maybe footballers should face such strict prohibitions from gambling, but you've got to look at the reasons as to why they're in place. Well, it preserves game integrity. It prevents match fixing, eliminates insider information. It eliminates them getting a head start on the bookies and other people that might be placing bets, and obviously preserves reputation and trust. We've seen in the past, if you betting on cards, etc., and you're going out and kicking the ball out of play, or you're deliberately fouling people, it just really ruins the integrity of the game. These rules have to be in place. Now, in the original case concerning Tonali, there were several significant factors at play. There was a ban, as we know, 10-month ban, and rehabilitation. So during the subsequent 8 months, since he was, originally addressed in court, Tonali was required to participate in a rehabilitation program. That involves 16 trips to Italy, where he integrated with the players across various levels of football to discuss the risks associated with betting and visiting addiction clinics. And there were strict rules as well that said if Tonali missed any of these engagements due to club commitments, he risked being barred from playing for Newcastle for the entire 18-month period. And the sad thing is, while all this was going on, my man was still placing bets at Newcastle. His bets were placed from August to October of 2023. 50 bets in total. Now, Tonali has the opportunity to respond to these charges up until the 5th of April. You'd imagine, Newcastle, who've declined to comment but say that he has the full backing, they'll have their top briefs on the case. But he will be found guilty. I'm more than certain he will. It's sad times as well, because I really enjoyed Tonali, the footballer, and I bet Newcastle fans are frustrated by this. Of course, they'll be vitriolic and stick up for the player, as you would expect them to do, but he was supposed to return to competitive action on August the 27th of this year. That's not going to happen now. Of course, it remains uncertain at this time whether Tonali will face further punishment from the FA, but you'd imagine they will. I'm not sure how long it will be, because they'll look at each case individually, because if you look like when Kieran Trippier did it, I think he got like 10 weeks, 16-week ban. Then Ivan Toney, obviously, his was for 232 breaches. He's got given an 8-month ban. I know this is only 50 breaches, but the FA and the Italian Football Federation will see this as a kick in the teeth, I think. Like, we've done this for you. Yes, you cooperated. We could have been, more stringent, but instead they've been lenient in their eyes, and you've continued to do this. I've had a quick chat with Andrea, and he thinks the FA will throw the book at him. They're not as lenient as the Italian FA. I do feel sympathy with him, because he'll be going to GA, and, there'll be reasons as to why, and maybe, further down the line, we'll get an interview from Tonali explaining this. And when you're addicted to something, it's not as easy to just switch off the tap. But I just think, like, when you're being banned and have all eyes on you, you can't then go and proceed to continue to bet. Like, I don't think he'll get much sympathy for it. Maybe the first case, but now it might be a case of, come on, mate, now you're taking the piss. Like I say, it will be interesting to see the fallout from this, but I do want to get your thoughts, opinions on it. Do you sympathise with Tonali, or is it a case of once bitten, twice shy, do we throw the book at him kind of vibe? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do smash a like. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're locked in tomorrow for Good Friday. We've got 4 watch-alongs on the spin, a big 11, 12-hour shift from your boy Just Joe. You know where it's at. Peace out now.